What's up guys, Stardust Yu-Gi-Oh! Here together with...
PhoenixEye.
Yes, it's the one and only King of Games 6 Samurai player.
There are many King of Games 6 Samurai players, but
he's the one. He's the one. There can be only one.
Apparently.
Yeah, but anyways, we're gonna do a top 6. Somebody just died.
No.
We're gonna do a top 6 monsters. So monster cards in general can be extra deck, can be main deck, doesn't really matter. Doesn't have to be legal, can be banned. Can be thrift game. Anyways, I'll start with my number 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
So my number 6 is Shooting Quasar Dragon. So you've already seen this card teased. He hasn't finished Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D, so I can't talk about some aspects. But basically, it's a really big synchro boss monster. 4k attack, can basically whenever you summon it, can attack 2 times. Can negate a spell, trap, or monster effect once per turn. So it used to be a really big deal when it came out. Nowadays it's got power creep.
Oh yeah.
And it's not really that great anymore, but back then it was a really solid boss monster, and summoning it is like a rite of passage. It feels like you've accomplished something the first time you summoned it. Because you need to use a synchro tuner with 2 synchro monsters or more that match exactly level 12.
Yeah,
that requires 6 monsters from in the first place. Like, it's really hard to summon, and I just love how it looks. It's a really powerful boss monster. And it was one of the decks I've played for years, actually. It's Skull Junk Double.
Yeah.
So what's your number 6?
My number 6 is actually Gaia Soul of the Combustive Collective. And this is mostly because I used to run this card in my first Duel Links deck. And I really like the name because it's absolutely stupid, and also the...
So, what does this card do?
It's, from what I remember, it's basically you tribute however many monsters you want, and it gets, I believe, 1k attack for each that you tribute. And the moment it is summoned face up on the field, it gets destroyed next turn. But it's beyond that, it's got some good protection, and you can just do one very heavy attack with it, and that's basically the entire... It's a bad card, to be fair, but I just really love the name. It's
yeah, are there really any bad cards though? I mean, every card, literally like Yusai says, every card has some kind of use.
Yeah, fair, if you manage to exploit things.
I mean, Arcana Force the World's a bad card, right?
Yeah, true, on its own it is, but...
So yeah, number 5 for me is Stealth Bird. So when I did a deck profile for my first ever deck, I already covered this card a little bit. It's a 1700 defense monster from back in the day, which once per turn can be flipped face down. But whenever you flip summon it, so you need to flip summon it, you need to flip it over manually, you can deal 1000 damage. Now this is 1000 damage you can do every single turn. This really stacks up.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I was a degenerate. I played Stalbird. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I used to be a hell of a degenerate back in the day. Like, 2012, I was playing deck out decks, like, for real. I've always played degenerate shit.
Nice.
And one example of this is Stalbird, in my Stalbird decks. And that's probably my favorite card in there, so that's why I had to list it on here. Nostalgic value, you know.
Yeah, understandable.
So, what's your number 5?
Well, my number 5 is Hand of the Six Samurai. It's very much a personal favorite of mine, because...
I've noticed.
Yeah. It's a card that on its own is not very good. Essentially, it allows you to tribute 1 Six Samurai monster on the field in order to destroy 1 card on the field. But if you play it well, it has potential to commit some serious genocide. Sometimes we call it Hand of the Six Genocide. I've managed, in Duel Links, I've managed to kill 4 monsters in 1 turn with it, so that's the kind of bullshit you can
because
do.
this is once per turn, right?
No, it is once per turn, and you can also destroy monsters on your own side of the field, so it has a lot of exploitive little things to it.
Yeah, it's one of his stack choices. I'm like, I'm not supposed to run that card in 6 Samurai. What the hell are you doing?
Well, I've had a lot of weird choices in my
You
deck,
heretic! But yeah, he managed to do it anyway, and he does a solid job. So kudos to him for having such an odd choice. So my number 4 is Overdrive Teleporter. So you don't know this card, I assume?
No, I have never heard of it.
So the artwork looks like Divine from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's, Sayer, the psychic dude.
Yeah.
That takes little girls and abducts them.
And
let's not go there. Anyways, so Overdrive Teleporter is a level 6 monster that cannot be special summoned. And when you, once per turn, or only once when it's on the field, I'm not sure. Actually, once when it's on the field, I believe. You can pay 2000 life points. Special summon 2 level 3 monsters from your deck. Psychic monsters, by the way.
That sounds really nice.
It can do disgusting things. Like, I've shown this combo on my channel already, where if I open it and some other card, I believe it was an FTK or at least something really nasty. Like, the card on its own used to be the face of the Zolkin. No, was it? Beatrice Turbo, that's the name. Basically focus on summoning level 6 monsters and send them to the grave. And then use Destiny Hero Malicious because that card's hella broken. It's a really fun to use card, and I like it a lot. It has a unique artwork. I also like for the artwork. And I appreciate Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters that have an original effect that don't really look like others. I mean, summoning 2 monsters from the deck sounds overpowered, but then again, it's not really overpowered, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I like about such a design.
It sounds like a card that's very... it sounds like it has a decent effect, but it's also very exploitable if you know how to use it.
Yeah, exactly, and well, so does Yu-Gi-Oh!
Kind of is
In this home, we exploit cards to the limit. So, what's your number? I've got 4, I believe. Yeah, 4.
Let me see.
Nice to you, John. I'm not gonna edit this out just to make him look like a fool. Ha!
My my number 4 cards what we had is Arcana Force the World.
So Waldo!
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of a JoJo fan.
Yeah. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Thanks to him, and he watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Thanks to me.
Yeah, you said that I watch Yu-Gi-Oh! That you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Thanks to me, but you watch JoJo thanks to me.
Wait, did I just...
Yeah.
The Freudian slip, always nice.
But anywho, it's I also like the idea of the effect, you know, just skipping someone's turn is such a power play. I mean, in practice, except for when it's your first turn, it doesn't do an extreme amount of things, but the moment it can be exploited, it's just such a power play. That you don't get to play.
I mean, it's easy to do your first turn. I haven't had any issues with it. Something
Yeah.
with 6 legendary samurais or something about that. But yeah, respectable choice. It's a really awesome boss monster.
Yeah.
You need to watch GX sometime because now it's actually an anime.
I probably will when I finish 5Ds.
Down the line. Screw dual monsters, you don't need to watch them. Hate comments. So my number 3 is Dragon Knight Draco Quest. Now I know that's a mouthful and most people don't know this card, but it was Yusai's fusion monster. Yes, a fusion monster 5Ds, that's one of the things I like about it. It's just out of place and that's why I like it. It's from the anime. 3300 attack. Once per turn it can banish a Dragon Synchro from either graveyard. I have actually used either part to still impose Red Dragon Archfiend effect.
Oh, that's such a dick move.
And just destroy his field. He was like, wait, you can't do that. What? That's really nice. I used to nickname him Jack back in the day. Yeah, we used to do the Yusai Jack routine back then. Because he was like, hey, I'm Jack. Well, I'm Yusai then, whatever. Didn't even like Yusai back then, but okay. But yeah, it enabled me to make one of my favorite decks, Zolkin Hero thing. It made the deck work by copying Zolkin, banish it, copy the effect, use the effect again. It enables some really interesting interactions and combos, that's what I like about it. Once again, I like interesting, unique designed cards, and I think that's one of the cards that is unique. Also, it reflects any burn damage back to your opponent, and people tend to forget about that. So like, I'm gonna burn you. No, you are gonna burn you. So, what's your number 3?
Well, my number 3 is Samurai Destroyer. It's also one that I...
Ironic.
Ironic, I know. But the reason why I like this card is, again, I'm mostly a Duel Links player, and
Yeah.
having that card in your field while someone is playing magical girl deck is
Magician girls, the small ones.
That's what I mean. That's really satisfying because it's kind of the small version of you don't get to play this game. Like, okay, you've got monster effects, so what? It just feels like the moment you get to attack with it, just kind of feels like an unstoppable force.
It's like, oh, you got some defenses. Well, how about no attack?
So you've got effects once your card's attacked. Well, that's nice.
Oh, you're approaching me? Yeah, but you are now negated. Die. It's a great card, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of my favorites in Duel Links, but it's in the Duel Links.
Yeah, exactly.
So my number 2 is a card you probably like. It's a classic card for me. Used to actually be my ace monster, like Yusai as Stardust, Jack as Red Dragon Archfiend. I had this card. Jinzo.
Jinzo, yeah. Exactly.
Jinzo actually used to be my ace monster back in the day. Like, I used to get people asking, why are you running Jinzo? Jinzo not is good anymore, you know. But I run Jinzo anyway because I don't care. I'm gonna run Jinzo. What you gonna do about it? Use traps? You aren't. Oh, you're a trap? Negate it. Your opinion does not matter. No, but really though, it's 2400 attack, 1 tribute, Dark. For Gale's decks it was really useful, I used to play Gales. And you can just negate any trap.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a Mirror Force there. Ah, too bad, you can't use it. Ah. Like, just ability to say no to any trap is just so nice, that's why I used to like it. Especially back in the day when trap cards were actually used. So for the new Yu-Gi-Oh players, trap cards are cards you place on the field and then next turn you can use them. I have to explain this because modern players don't use trap cards. But back in the day it was a big deal, okay? Also, fun fact, Team APS is literally called Team Android Psycho Shocker, aka Team Jinzo.
Nice.
But they just like to... They don't often say that because apparently he doesn't like the card anymore, he thinks it's cringe or something like that, I don't know. Anyways, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is actually Exodia, the Forbidden One.
But wait, that's illegal.
Well, that's actually one reason that I really like that card, is because it's essentially canonically banned. This is a lot like... limited in the actual game, but canonically it's the only canonically banned card for as far as I know. Like
in Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, whatever the gate thing was called that Roach used that blocks your opponent from using spell.
Yeah, exactly.
That card is canonically banned. Also, this card returns in GX. That's why I need to watch GX.
That's pretty nifty.
That's a pretty big destroy.
Exodia is also just a power play. This, I mean, it's. Yeah, it's just kind of like an insta-win card, and I can just imagine a world in which Exodia wasn't canonically banned, and in fact just one single card that when you play it you win the game. That would be that would be a thing.
Yeah, that's about modern Yu-Gi-Oh, but with Stratos. Well, Aero lives. Oh yeah, it's FTK, you lol. I mean, but then less degenerate because let's be honest, that would be degenerate.
Just sounds like Exodia with extra steps.
Basically. So my number 1 is Destiny Hero. Diamond Dude. I just love this lad. It's just like, okay, I checked the top card of my deck. It's a spell. I now get to use it next turn for free. And it totally breaks so many cards because it allows you to skip paying the cost. For example, you have the spell saying, you need to control 5 face-up Injectors. You can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Yeah, but I'm using Diamond Dude. I don't need to control 5 Injectors. You can just destroy your entire field. Fuck it. Banish 5 darks, draw 3. Well, I don't need to banish any darks, I just draw 3, like, that's balanced. Like, Destiny Hero Diamond Dude breaks so many cards, but because it's Diamond Dude, because it's so slow, it's not broken. It used to be relevant back in the day, nowadays it really isn't. It's just such a fun and unique card, like, it enables a strategy of its own. You get me?
Yeah.
That's why I really like it, Destiny Hero Diamond Dude.
That's cool.
So, your number 1 is...
My number 1 kind of...
Legendary 6 Samurai Xian?
Yeah, exactly. It's my favorite card because it's kind of like my personal ace monster, you know. If it would be my Dark Magician if I would be in the show, so to say.
Would mine be Diamond Dude then? That would be weird.
Might be. Yeah.
Wait, am I that one guy from GX?
No, that would be a thing.
Well,
but anyway, the reason I like Xian is it is not a particularly strong card on its own because, you know, it can...
I'm for debate.
it can destroy one trap or spell once it's activated, but this can really screw with combos.
Well, negate mostly.
And yeah, exactly, negate. And that can really fuck with stuff, and beyond that it kind of gets like... the reason why I say on its own is not the best card, because when you summon Xian these days, you basically have to use Fuma for it. And he already gives you more or less protection against a card effect being used on him, because you can just banish Fuma from your field. And beyond that, there's just a lot of fun 6 Samurai cards that support Xian.
Yeah, it's really his deck.
Yeah.
6 Samurai likes him a lot. So yeah, I can see where it's coming from. Xian used to be a really strong boss monster, also in real life. I remember playing Stallburn against a friend of mine. He just summoned Xian. I was like, damn it! Because every time I used to spell, I was like, no, especially not you. Fuck you, no. It was really fun. No, but those were our top 6 cards. Monster carders. Any you think should be on our list? It's our list. Fuck off. But any cards you missed? What's your top 6? Leave it down in the comments. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Stardust Yu-Gi-Oh! And PhoenixEye signing out.